Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Got a little grass. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The short hands, it's Odom. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
The Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's the give off the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this, carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Forced out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be changing the route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They go play action with Manning. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Here's Arch to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his man. It Smothers. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Moving out to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Move. A give to Brown. Finding some room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. In the red area, it's Brown. Knocked down for the tackle.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
3rd and 4. Throwing Manning. They've got the screen set up. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Lacy. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Manning. That's reeled in. It's Townsend. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open up.
Could be an alley. Pass the tag. Touchdown, Longhorn. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. They've spotted into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the direct snap, it's Lacy. Makes it past the marker. Hits a seam wide open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Working on the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession. Snags it and he's open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Lacy. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, 3rd and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up 4th down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Lacy. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Lacey. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Cook. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Calls his own number. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, complete. Stopped short of the 1st down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. So you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Cook. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Lacy. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Hand off for Brown. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Maybe some room here. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 17 team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Hurricanes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
And no chance at a return here. They'll... drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. He wants to change this route. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Arch Madness. Finds his man. It smothers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Tight end now in motion. Using his feet. There's a crease. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You're going to win a lot of games if we can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Wide out trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's a heat. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Cook. Tripped up for the tackle.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this play takes a little bit of time to develop. When you're running a wheel, you get the matchup you want. This offense identifies it. They see it right away. Good protection up front, and the running back turns into a wide receiver, makes the play. But I think they found the matchup they wanted, and they went right after it.
To the air on first down. Stepping to the right. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Lacy. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacy. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. But it's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. On the move, it's Lacy. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He throws into the middle of the field. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Let's go.
Grab in the backfield. It's Townsend. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Coleman open on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And they swarm him under.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Manning. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, it's Lacey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And there's really no question here, after not getting it on that last run play, down in the fourth quarter, fourth down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best play here offensively. Who is your best matchup, one-on-one, that can get you this first down, keep the drive moving, and keep your chances of winning this game alive?
He's going for the goal line, and they will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Townsend. There he goes. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside, it's Smothers. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. Shakes a man, and he might got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Haas. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes
Fires one high and deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still